So what should we do, Gary V? Let's wrap this up.
Yeah,
what should we do? What should people do?
People should fucking stop complaining.
Right.
People should figure out who the fuck they are.
Good call.
People should not listen to America propaganda of fixing the shit they suck at. They should be tripling down on what they're good at. They should be competent in certain areas, but you're not gonna become Beyonce or, you know, like your bone structure is a certain way. Like you're not gonna solve everything. Your IQ can get a little bit better, but don't worry about the incremental. Figure out what you fucking puts you on fire and you're halfway decent at. If you're lucky enough right now to be listening and you're good at what you like, become tunnel fucking vision. Because there's way too many voices telling you what and how. And here's the other thing, and this is the big one, Joe, because you have a humongous audience. The biggest thing that I've seen dividends from, have the conversation with the person that's holding you back. The reason most people who are listening right now are not doing that thing is they're worried about the opinion of somebody, usually their mother, usually their father. And the reality is that your spouse may be the person holding you back, and you have to have that conversation.
Cut them off. We
have to get to a place where you're doing you, because the number one thing that scares the fuck out of me is regret. And you're gonna sit there at 72 and you're gonna say, I wish, I wish, I wish. And whether that's money or spend more time with your family, there's a million ways to do this. Not everybody wants to buy the jets. Not everybody wants to smoke weed on the beach in Bahamas. Like, everybody's got a different fucking thing. Figure out what your fucking thing is and stop making fucking bullshit excuses. Who the president is, your mom did this, like I missed it, I had that idea for Uber. Then why didn't you fucking do it, dick? That's what I think.
I was thinking about a question for the Ask Gary V show, specifically one pertaining to the Ask Gary V book. Gary, in the book you talk about how you believe our brains and what they're capable of are vastly underestimated, and that science has yet to prove really what they're truly capable of. You also mentioned as an example that a few years ago you told your brain you didn't want to get sick anymore, and then you attributed the fact that you haven't gotten sick to when you told your brain that you didn't want to get sick anymore. Now, I recently stumbled upon the law of attraction. I'd heard of it before, but I really dug in depth in an audiobook. If you're familiar with it, and for those of you who aren't familiar with it, the law of attraction basically states whatever you focus on will manifest itself. So if you focus on the things you want to accomplish and you believe you can accomplish them, they will manifest themselves over time. Whereas if you focus on the things you don't want, those things will also manifest themselves. So the point is to focus on the things you do want. So Gary, I'm wondering about the relationship between your beliefs and the law of attraction, and if you could explain how we in Vayner Nation can leverage those concepts to better live our lives, both personally and in our businesses.
Blake, it's a really interesting question. Yes, I believe in some of that stuff, and I don't know how much the law of attraction is different than The Secret. Sounds very similar. These books sell like crazy because boy, does it sound super fun right now if you're sitting on Facebook Live or watching episode 232, is that what we're on? You know, like, and you're like, wait a minute, if I just say I want a yacht, or if I just say I want to be a pop singer, if I just want to say I'm going to be an influencer, I don't know what either of those two books say, but let me give you what I've done. Go ahead, please, you know.
Secret is basically based off of the law of attraction.
Okay.
So the law of attraction is it's like the religion, so to say. And The Secret is a book which is basically Huck's
plays
Street.
on it.
It's very Huck's Street from
Got
the
it.
law of attraction.
So listen, I believe in it, comma, all of your actions have to then map to it. So like it's clouds and dirt. That's my version of it. I don't know if anybody talks about the dirt. I do. I know all, you know, cynical newbies are like, what's he gonna sell me on? Nothing. I'm gonna sell you on the following. Hard work. And don't buy my hard work course, because there isn't one. There's no hard work sessions. There's no hard work ebook. There's just hard work. Like, so my answer to this is I believe in it, but then you have to make your actions matter. I want to buy the New York Jets. I think about it, I want it. I start building VaynerMedia. There's an opportunity to sell my company, sell a piece of my company to thousands of entities. All of them pass. I then sell it for less to one entity. An owner of an NFL team. That's called putting your money where your mouth is. I didn't do that by accident. I knew what kind of life I had. I could have dated and married a bunch of different people, but when I found what I needed for what I really knew I wanted, I went in that direction, right? Like, I talk about HR-driven culture and this and that, and some people be like, you got a bad review on Glassdoor or 4.7. Yes, that's fine, but come here. watch what I do every day. You guys know my calendar. You see what I do. You know what's on the back end of this. Like, so my belief in the law of attraction is, Blake, believe in it, but then you have to execute against your belief. If you want to be an esports celebrity, shouldn't you spend every one of your minutes selling shit on eBay, buying a ticket, and then going to the esports con? Not like, oh, I can't go to the esports con. Work. By the way, on that note, we got to pick up the Musical.ly. You're a killer on it. I want it. I'm so into it.
Yes.
That work is so fun.
So
good.
I
was saying it right now with that, like that tone. Work.
Yeah.
Like, it's work. Like, there's gonna be nothing else. Like, yes, work smart. I can hear the cynicism already. I can read the comment from Sally right now, but you gotta work smart. No shit, right. Sally. I'm leaving Rick alone for a minute. You know, no shit. Yes, it's better to have a better strategy and to work smarter. But here's the punchline. Nothing happens without it. And I mean a lot of it. And the more you want, the more work you gotta put in. The bigger your ambition, the more you gotta punch that clock. And you gotta give up shit, fun and leisure and laziness and rest and all of it. So my belief is it's real. I live it. But my actions map to it. It's like intent. I talk a lot about intent. Some of the people internally razz me about it. They're like, yeah, cool, but intent without your backing up the actions is whack. And I'm like, I respect that. But it starts with intent. So I believe it probably starts with visualizing what you want, or the law of attraction, or saying it, or putting it in the universe. Fine. I believe in that. I live it. The problem is I disproportionately out-execute everybody else I know that talks about it and then does nothing about it. You know how many of you tweeted me that you're gonna buy the Cavs or the Dolphins or the Rams? People tweet me all day long that they're buying another sports team. Then I go look at what they're doing. I'm weird. Just let's establish something. I'm very weird. I'm so broken in the way that I'm so utterly competitive that I'm like, I live for it.